You can call me Mystic Mike because I predict these things.
Joselyn Edwards takes on Chelsea Chandler this Saturday at UFC Fight Night, Kansas City. Chelsea Chandler, since coming into the UFC, she's been 50-50, going 2-2 in her fights, finishing Julia Stoliarenko, going to a unanimous decision loss with Norma Dumont. If you haven't seen that fight, there's a part of that fight where Norma Dumont gets hit so hard she turns around and sprints into the cage away from her. It's hilarious. If you haven't seen it, go watch it. Followed that up with a win over Joselyn Edwards by decision. She missed weight and then lost to Yana Santos in a fight that she missed weight. In that fight against Yana Santos, she just couldn't really get anything going. Yana Santos looked really good, picking her apart on the feet, defending her clinch, and winning that fight pretty easily. Joselyn Edwards, coming off of a very dominant win over Tamiris Vidal. She missed weight in that fight too, and she's missed weight 3 times. So chances are one of them will miss weight in this fight, and I think that'll, that might sway the odds one way or the other, because when you miss weight, you usually that fighter usually wins. But she looked really good against Tamiris Vidal. Was winning on the feet, getting takedowns. Eventually got the finish in the third round with 30 seconds left with a rear naked choke. So looked really good. Probably one of her best performances I've seen. Her losses, she's only lost Eileen Perez, Nora Cornell, Carol Rosa, Jessica Rose Clark. So pretty good ladies that she's losing to. Not the best competition that she's winning against. But again, you can say the same for Chelsea Chandler. Doesn't have a lot of high level wins. So I'm gonna go with Joselyn Edwards on this one. She's a very aggressive striker, really good feints and fakes, keeps her opponents on their toes. Also with her kicks, heavy leg kicks, heavy body kicks, really stiff jab that she steps into, moves well, evades strikes, stays safe with her movement, throws with a lot of heat, a lot of bad intentions, and mixes in her takedowns too. So she's a threat on the feet with power and her technique. She can get takedowns, she can work off of the clinch, and she can get subs. She just won by rear naked choke. Has a few KOs, but more than that, honestly, she's kind of a decision machine. Doesn't really get finished at all. I don't think she's got any finishes on her record. Every loss that she has is by decision. And Chelsea Chandler, I just don't know. She fights out of the Diaz Brothers gym, Cesar Gracie, California, and she kind of mean mugs and looks tough and acts tough in there, but when the rubber meets the road, I just don't know how talented she is. She's a southpaw. She throws, she'll throw combos, but really she kind of just sets them up to get you pushed against the cage and get into the clinch, but then she doesn't really shoot from there, and she can't really hold you in the clinch or do a lot of damage. She just kind of plods forward, doesn't really cut angles, will just kind of follow you around. She's not very fast. So I just think Joselyn Edwards is the better overall fighter. Chelsea Chandler, she likes to work in the clinch and make it very gritty, and if it's a technical fight at distance, she's usually going to lose, and we saw that in her last fight against Yana Santos. So her best route to victory is getting a takedown, but she doesn't have the best takedown accuracy. She's got 60% takedown accuracy, but Joselyn Edwards, she has 61% takedown defense, and I just feel like she'll be getting a lot of respect on the feet and maintaining a good range, to where Chelsea Chandler's just going to have to kind of rush in and try to get the clinch against her. And I just don't think she's going to be strong enough or have the technique to win that fight that way against Joselyn Edwards. Joselyn Edwards is just very busy. She's going to be putting a lot out there for her to think about, for her to have to defend against, for the judges to be judging, because I don't see Chelsea Chandler really throwing and landing a lot. She might be able to land some strikes in the clinch if she can get there, but I don't think she'll get there very often. Chandler's 34 years old. Joselyn Edwards, she's 29, so she's 5 years younger. She's got 9 fights in the UFC. Chandler only has 4. Just Edwards is the better striker. She's more dynamic. She's more athletic. Throws at all levels. I think she's got more finishing potential in this one. Chelsea Chandler's win in the UFC against, Julia Stoliarenko, was able to ground and pound her. I just don't think she's going to be able to hold Joselyn Edwards down to really get any significant ground and pound off. I don't think she's going to be able to piece her up on the feet. I don't think she's going to be able to hold her in the clinch. And I just don't think she has as much finishing potential as Edwards. So I think he can clip her on the feet and can sub her if she gets her to the ground. So I'm going to go Joselyn Edwards to get this one done. I think she can get the finish. So I'm picking Joselyn Edwards to get it done within the distance.